Okay, hopefully the stream can hear me. Let me know if I sound all right. I'm actually using an earbud microphone because for some reason my headset microphone is not working. Let me know if I need to turn myself up or if there's anything I can do to make it sound better. I apologize. I'm not sure why my normal headset is not working right now. But we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and try to talk in game chat and let the guys in the lobby know we are good to go. But this is our fourth Family Ties COD League match of the night. I hope everybody is excited for this one. We've got the CEOs over on the side of the Goon Squad taking on the Masturbators, who we saw earlier in the day catch a dub up against the Canines, I think. Um, and I apologize. Let me make sure I'm good to go. Oh. I'm good to go if you guys can hear me in chat. Good thing. Thank you, Alex, for telling me I sound great. I appreciate that. But we should be starting here shortly. Map number 1 is going to be an exposure hard point. Going to be a fun one, interesting one. Exposure. You know, it's all right as a map. I like it. Originally wasn't a huge fan. I had to kind of get used to the map, the gameplay on the map. So it's a little bit weird. You know, I like that they added that room, the P4 room. I think it's P4 now. Um, yes, it is P4 because P3 is the top window room. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, that once they added that P4 room, I think the map got a lot better. Uh, a great addition to the map. I like that they're reworking them this year, so we'll keep an eye out for that in those first two maps. So we got double exposure, double din, and then a raid. Double dipping on two different maps. It's going to be a good one. And I don't know if they know that I'm ready, but we should be good to go here. And I'm gonna put my headset back on so that at least I have a little bit of the audio here. Um, and yeah, it looks like we are getting into the game. Map number 1 coming up, Masturbators versus the Goon Squad. And oh, actually, I almost forgot. Gotta have the matchup cards. Before we get into this map 1, we'll go over the teams here. You saw Yerm, Hoffy, HLG, and Tink earlier in the day. It's going to be your first time taking a look at the Goon Squad here. You got Nick as the captain, Parker, that second in command, and Revo and Lonely to follow them up. So a solid team all around. And let's go ahead and get into this map number 1. And cool, we got the gameplay up. All of my overlays are not up for some reason, but we'll make sure I get those here in a second. And on the right side is going to be the baiters, so let's go ahead and get that. Everything is all screwed up. Not sure why the game is uh, very zoomed in for some reason. I apologize for this, guys. Trying to go ahead and get these graphics fixed. And it looks like the game capture is right. Did they change the way that Codcaster looks now or something? Because my overlays are just not in the spot that they were before. I'm not sure why exactly. I'm not sure if it's just the aspect ratio of the game on this computer or what. I am sorry that this is taking me so long. And well, at least we've got the team names up. I just need to. I'm not sure why exactly it's set up like this. Perhaps maybe. Oh, that's probably the issue. No, I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. I guess we're just going to focus on the game here and try to commentate. So right now, it's about a 36-27 lead for the side of the masturbators right now. Let me make sure the game audio is getting captured as well. I'm not sure why nothing is working right on the stream right now, but there you go. You got the game audio now. Motion blur's on even. So this is weird. I'm not really exactly sure why. Why the Codcaster overlay is completely different. Did that fix things? Sure. I have KDs up now as well, so maybe that'll help resize things. I think it did, yeah. Okay, so now I got it. My bad, guys. I have the stream on my phone, so I'm not able to see the chat as easily as I normally am. But right now, about a 60-point lead. I mean, about a 7-point lead, not a 60-point lead, for the side of the masturbators. But they're starting to lose it now. And just as the lead change is about to come in, Hoffy hopping in and changing that point, you're going to have about a tie ball game going over towards this P4 objective. But the first two players over there, that's going to be number 7 and number 8. That's Hoffy and Hill. And Hill, he loves this. This guy is dirty in the back of the map. He just loves getting in the deepest corner he could possibly hop into and just tucking himself there and never moving. So there you go. He's going to sit there for a while. Finally, actually gets ripped off of the back by Nick. And so a break should be coming in here shortly if you are the side of Goon Squad. Goon Squad with a clean break there. This game very back and forth. Neither team really able to hold an edge just yet. I can turn motion blur off. Yeah, I'm not sure why all my settings reset. My game had an issue where it probably could have done this after, but it doesn't matter. Is it in view? There we go. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my game had an issue where it said it had corrupted files, so then I had to repair the files, and it messed everything up. So I do apologize for the slow start to the series as far as the commentating is going. We've been watching a lot of Hoppy here so far. Nick off to a hot start, Yerm off to a hot start. Both of these teams back and forth still, even on this hill, as right now you see the side of the masturbators finally getting in. Can Nick do something to try and maintain this slight 18-point lead that they've accrued over on the Goon Squad? And finally, they do end up breaking. Yerm still there. He has something to say about it, but not able to finish the kill onto Nick, and now should be getting pushed by Revo. Revo up to 11 and 8, really turning up for the squad here. And I mean, Revo, a lot of people commenting on how far he fell in the draft. It was very lucky for the Goon Squad that they were able to get such a caliber of player so late in the draft. Revo been showing up ever since you know, last year. I feel like he just really midway through the season turned up last year, and now has really found his footing in Call of Duty, up to a 40-point lead if you are the side of the Goon Squad. Goon Squad gonna try and maintain this mid-map control. Revo gonna get pushed out, finds one, but Yerm there with the trade, trying to get this break in. His team falling behind. He's gonna have to do something, and that's what he does. And that's exactly what he does: is get a 2-piece, make it a 3-piece, a 4-streak. If you're Yerm, 17 and 13 right now on the map, but gonna need better than that if his team wants to come back and win this one. About 26 seconds left on this P1, so gonna need to start thinking about this P2. But this is also a lot of time. You don't want to hop off this hill. You don't want to give this up either, because it could be a good 40-point swing when it comes to that last 20 seconds. Lonely, a 14 and 8 start, a rookie in the Family Ties League, having a good start to this map. And I mean, right now, Parker's first pick on the side of the Goon Squad, and right now the only one negative on his team is they have about a 30-point lead, and you got to expect Parker to turn it up here in a little bit. And let's just stay on board with Yerm here for a second and see how they're doing. And maybe I can even try to go, actually, just because I'm not able to mute my mic at will, I don't want to try listening. Maybe I can try one for the map 3 or the map 4. when I have a little better control of everything on my laptop. Or actually, I mean, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. I'll make sure my mic is muted. Nice. And let's go ahead and let's try to do a listen in with the Goon Squad.
Also in the back.
I'm back here. I'm back here.
I'm still spawning out.
Yeah, we're spawning deep.
Hill one shot in the back.
I'm with
Dead
you.
man,
There.
back on me.
Huge one.
Another one here. You're on top.
Where'd you just spawn?
He's spawning
Shit
there.
on. Oh my gosh.
I spawned in the back. I spawned in the back. Yep.
I'm in the bottom there.
Another one.
Dead!
Nice, Josh.
Big gun.
All front, all front. I'm holding back.
My bad.
I'm going mid L. I'm going mid L. They can hit satellite. Hit you guys in the back.
Oh.
Mid P1, off you one shot. Nice.
Playing time,
Big
dead.
pink
Nice.
front. Big pink
Yo,
front.
yo, I'll
son.
get
Oh,
the back.
stairs,
I'll
bomb
get the
stairs, bomb
back.
stairs, think, bomb
Yo,
stairs.
I have all your back.
Good.
I got him in the back. One more in the
Nice
back.
shot.
Hoffy in the back. Weak.
He's spawning
He's
front. Are you
backstairs.
spawning
Right
front?
side. Yes. they're
Yerm,
gonna be
one
spawning
shot in the
front.
back too. Yerm and Hoppy, but I'm shot in
Yes,
the
you're
back.
all spawning front.
Dead.
Nice.
They're both
Yeah,
there.
I'm hitting your
Two.
time. I'm helping you hold.
Two in the back.
Just rotate.
Oh my god!
Let's go.
Let's go, Revo.
One here. Hoffy, one shot. Hoffy, one shot.
I love
cannot
me,
it.
finish
man.
a
Show
kill,
me.
bro.
Show me.
Someone
Oh,
come
great.
down. I'm in the back.
I'm here. I got time.
Fuck!
Let's go, Josh.
I'm in.
Someone pick up solar. Could be hitting our back.
Oh, mid long. Hill, he's hitting a satellite.
I'm watching it.
Here, dude, I spawned here with you.
He's in the back. Here.
In the back.
dead.
He got me in the back. Yeah.
My fault. You got a good.
Side door dead.
Behind you, Hoppy. Good hit front.
Dead.
I spun front. They're gonna be in the back.
We win here, so.
Dead!
All solar.
Okay.
Go solar. Someone push it out. Go right now.
Right
5
here.
your men.
I got anything solo at the moment.
EA came front.
Yeah, they
Oh
spun
my
front.
god, I just shot a circle.
Nice, Lone.
We went here. Yep.
Yep, we went here. I want you
Bro,
to
I literally played like absolute dog
Let's
shit.
fucking go.
You guys just-
All right, and what a great listening from the side of the Goon Squad. I wanted to stay on and get that winning moment with them just because I noticed that they were coming up on closing it out. And I mean, you get the winning moment. Parker not even happy with his performance, but his teammates bringing him along for the ride, taking him there to the victory, 250 to 146, going to be the final score of map 1. Nick with a 30 and 14 performance, Lonely and Revo trailing right behind him. Everybody pitching in. What a great map from all of those players. And map 1 gonna go to the Goon Squad, the CEOs, getting their first map victory here. And let's make sure we have the right files. Here we go. And yeah, a great map out of the Goon Squad. I mean, really never looked back. The game was very even throughout the first rotation, and then you get to that second rotation, and I mean, it just the Goon Squad just kind of runs away with it there. They take the series lead 1-0 in dominant fashion. And yeah, we're all big HLG fans here. Gonna need a bounce back from him in the search and destroy. If you want to make this a series right now, commanding lead for the Goon Squad 1-0 after a clean map 1. And hopefully we will get underway with map number 2 here shortly. All right, and we are back here with map number 2, and it looks like everybody stayed on the same side for me, making my job just a little bit easier here. We love the teams for that. Keep the overlays how they're overlaid. How about that? I apologize for some reason when I switch to certain people's POVs, it seems to be making their guns disappear. So, all right, now a slow A push through the middle of the map if you are the side of the Goon Squad. Masturbators having a little bit of a slow setup themselves, but Hoffy gonna be able to pick Nick off from that top window spot. Not gonna get a spot onto the bomb planter, but now he knows he's there. And I mean, what was that? Hoffy deletes Revo there. You gotta think maybe one of his teammates got some shots on. If not, I mean, I just don't kill like that. We are not playing the same game, me and Hoffy, if he did not have team shots there. And for some reason the game audio glitched again. Sure, I'm not sure why it keeps doing that, but I will fix that. Oh, I muted the wrong thing, that's why. I thought I muted the music. I muted the game audio. Sorry about that. But a good starting offense if you are the side of the Goon Squad. Gonna take the lead 1-0 in the map 2. Already up 1-0 in the series. And I mean, a clean offense, Hoffy with a big first 2 kills, but unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened exactly on the other side of the map as I was spectating Hoffy, but his teammates just get taken out there, not able to close the round out. Lonely with a great peek to start this round, and Lonely is proving to be a force on this Goon Squad team. A great map 1, and right now starting off 2-0 on the map 2, perhaps even more, I'm not even sure, just because of how that kill counter can tend to be wrong in the round 1. But Lonely, I mean, a debut he's having so far. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but just looking pretty smooth so far in the first 2 maps of this series. If you're Lonely, a great debut for the Rook. But for the masturbators and for HLG, these are not strange waters. They've been in more dangerous territory. Can they come back 2-0 or from a 2-0 deficit in the search and destroy, a 1-0 deficit in the series so far, and all momentum seems to be leaning towards the way of the Goon Squad, but masturbators do not want to go out without a fight. Right now they are 1-0 on the day. Got a win earlier in the day, their first series of the day, earlier at 6 p.m. If you didn't watch it, go ahead and check it out on the VOD here on Twitch, or I bet sometime soon it'll be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Lonely with a good read onto the pinch, but Tink with the trade. Trade's going back and forth. Last person alive going to be Tink, and he gets taken out towards that outer side of the map. 3-0 now in the search and destroy if you are the side of the Goon Squad, and you got to think masturbators really need to start getting some life here in this map number 2 if they want a chance in this series. Right now you got Yerm, still Goose on the map, 0-3 to start. Only player without a kill yet, so we're going to stay on board with him and see if he can try to get involved. His team definitely going to need him in this one, especially with the way Lonely is shooting. It means you got 3 players you're really worried about on that Goon Squad team. I mean, actually, I say 3 players, I meant to say 4, if we're being completely honest. And it looks like a wrap right back over towards A. All these 3 players going to huddle in this L hallway, but right now they don't know. Number 2, that's Nick. He's working on the pinch, trying to come around the backside and see if he can catch these players off guard. He finds the first. Can he find the second? HLG not going to be able to get the shots in to get the trade. Nick securing a 4-0 lead, and it looks like the Goon Squad is trying to get this done before their order from DoorDash arrives, Postmates, whatever it may be. Because, I mean, right now, it is a clinic, 100-point game in the respawn, and now 4-0 in the S&D. Nick, yet to die in the map. Let's stay on board with him and see how he tries to finish this one out. And I think the scoreboard must be mega glitched because Hill had a kill last round, I think. And now it says Hill doesn't have a kill. I swear to God it said Hill had a kill last round, unless I'm crazy and there were 2 people without kills. But I swear to God it said Hill had a kill last round, and I just... Am I going crazy? Number 6. He's going to get the spot on the 2 players. That's Yerm. Finds one with the pistol onto Lonely. Pressure towards this B side, but the bomb nowhere to be found. A weird play out of Nick here. They are in a 3v2 situation, so not a big deal as of yet, but you would have liked him to see him with his teammates there on that B site. They could have already gotten the bomb down and have been playing a setup, waiting for these 2 players on the side of the masturbators to try and find their way towards them, but instead gonna wait. But they get lucky there and find another kill. It's gonna be a 1v3 for Yerm, but now bomb down on the A objective. Either gonna need a ninja defuse or 3 kills and the defuse here, but not gonna even find one. 5-0 in the search and destroy, looking to go up 2-0 in a very dominant series if you are the Goon Squad. And I mean, this Goon Squad team, very dangerous, and you gotta think, Parker, not the best map 1, and now, I mean, in the map 2, I want to say, you know, not really doing that much. He's 3-1. Revo's 3-1. But you got 2 teammates right now, 6-0 and 6-2. So you just got to highlight them. Parker is getting involved in this map, and that's why they're dominating 5-0. And I mean, you got to think if he is shooting on all cylinders, this team is going to be firing on all cylinders come the time of that Major 1 tournament. Yerm going to get pinched. Parker on a 4-1 start to this map. His teammate Lonely still showing out on the map at 7-2 here, trying to close it out with a 6-0 victory. A sweep in the search and destroy. A 3v2 is what it's going to be. And then it's going to be number 8 Hill and number 5 Big Tink, the last two alive to try and hold this objective. Revo gets taken out. Big Tink finding 2. Big Tink does not want to go down without a fight, and now you're all down to Parker in the 1v2, but he's going to run into the pre-aims of both of those players, and finally, a round on the board if you are the Masturbators, a semblance of life in the series, as right now, it has just been pure dominance from the Goon Squad. And just let me know, everybody in the stream, just if everything is still looking good, sounding good, making sure everything is up to par. I'm not at my home setup, so had a little slow start to the cast, and then I'm just making sure everything's running smoothly now, but it should be good to go. When you look at Hoffy, first pick for this Masturbator squad, you want him to really turn it around here in this series. 1-6 start to this search and destroy, and it looks like this aggressive defensive play for running through this side of the map, they might be able to catch somebody off guard, but no, shots coming in, they're going to know that these players are here. I don't think they know that there's 4, however, they're ready for this pinch. Everybody's looking this way. Yerm is going to be able to find 1, but Lonely, once again, 8-3 start, and he's going to find another for his squad. Nick following up onto Tink, and now it's going to be Yerm and Hoffy, those hypothetical tier 1 and tier 2s, that captain and Yerm and that first pick in Hoffy. So, still a chance here. If you want anybody left alive to clutch, it's those two. And Hoffy going to find the big first kill here to make it even. Now a 2v2 for the map here. 5-1 the lead. They're going to have to get the bomb down, though. Nick needs to get with his teammate and make a plan here. And it looks like the plan is A. Hoffy playing towards this backside. It looks like they're just going to try and play a retake, give up control of this A objective. They know that bomb's not coming down B just yet, and it actually looks like number 2 going to run through with the knife onto Yerm. That's Nick with the bomb in hand. The quick wrap last second towards B, and they get the bomb down with 2 seconds left, leaving Hoffy in the 1v2, and like I said, he's the guy they need to turn up here. After a 2-6 start, you really want him to make a play here and give his team some hope in this series. If he can find the first kill onto Nick, this becomes much more doable, but not able to finish it as Nick gonna slide out of the chow and win the round. 6-1 is gonna be the score of the map number 2, a 9-1 map from Nick. As everybody on the side of the Goon Squad gonna have a clinical showing there. I mean, just smooth operations from them. Parker and Revo not even really having to do much, as they just had a good game plan as a team, and Nick and Lonely got all the kills they needed. So we're gonna hop back on over to our maps and modes, and hopefully everybody had a good time with that map number 2, and I mean, a convincing 2-0 lead here. We're gonna have to see throughout the rest of this series if this Masturbator squad can deal with adversity, because right now they're getting plenty of it, but I trust that they're gonna be able to try and close this one out. We shall see. Coming up next is gonna be the map 3, Overload on Den, and so far Overload been a very exciting game mode. So I'm just hoping that we get another exciting map here in that game mode. It can go both ways. I think we've had conversations in chat about it. We've had conversations in Discord about it. Just talking about watching and playing the game mode. And I mean, like, if it's a close game of Overload, it's one of the most fun Call of Duty matches you've seen. And if it's not a close game, well, you can just go grab a drink while they get the next map loaded up. You know what I mean? So very back and forth on this game mode about the quality. I did like Control. I thought Control left for a lot of clutchability. I know it didn't happen always, just because the way the maps were designed in the last few games, I think they were defensive heavy and it made those comebacks pretty difficult. But I think if you think back to that way it played in Black Ops 4, and I think even the way it played last year, because I thought last year was a little bit better than some of the previous years. When you just have a good chance of winning offense or defense, some of those control games can really come down to the wire and be very back and forth. And even if you go down 2-0 in the control, you can always come back and win 3 straight. So I just liked that ability, and it just feels like sometimes that comeback ability is not necessarily there in a game mode like Overload. I think it was part of the reason that they got rid of Capture the Flag originally. And same thing with Uplink, and I think that their idea behind that was to not have games end before the game clock hit 0, but I mean, we're back here with Overload. I think it's a good game mode so far. Let me know in the chat if you guys think it's better than Control, worse than Control, or you could care less, whichever one. You just like both. Or maybe you don't like both and you wish it was Capture the Flag again. Let me know. But yeah, while the teams get ready, I will be back in a minute with map number 3. I'm going to go ahead and switch on over here and have it how to score the EMP. You know, I'm going to keep that up. The EMP, the how to win, you either score 4 in the first half, it switches to the second half, and all that kind of stuff it's pretty simple. You know, you take the Overload, it spawns at the 50-yard line, and you have to put it in the enemy's territory. So if you have not watched the game mode yet, welcome. If you have, we are in for a good map number 3 here, as off to the start, Parker with a quick sprint up towards that window, no gun in hand, but still winning the gunfight as Yerm responds with a 2-piece of his own, kills for some reason not being counted yet. But Yerm starting off with a 3-0 start, make it 4-0 as he finds another on to Revo, his teammate, with control of the ball. They're going to wrap it over towards that B objective, and now some gunfights to win here as number 4 is first up. He's going to have to try and stop this push. Number 2 right behind him, and it looks like everybody going to be falling, and the Overload gets uploaded. HLG with the first score of Overload here in the map number 3, and that was a great opening break. If you are the side of the Masturbators, Goon Squad kind of gets punched in the mouth here to start map 3 after a quick 2-0 lead in the series, and now this one pretty back and forth so far. A very quick recapture and a very good counter if you are the side of the Goon Squad. I'm sorry, I almost forgot which team. I almost keep wanting to call them the Fab Four because Nick was the Fab Four a lot last year, so that's why I keep kind of stuttering when I go to say Goon Squad. But another upload there for Yerm, is able to get it in before Lonely finishes the kill, and now a 2-1 victory, or 2-1 lead to the edge, 2-1 edge to the side of Masturbators. And man, a little bit of stuttering there. And I just want to point out, because Yerm started off 4-0 before kills were even starting to be counted, and now he has 8 kills on the board. Without it counting the first 4, that would make him 12, make it 13-1. I don't know if it adjusts and added those 4 kills back that he got originally, so he actually is 10-2, or if it didn't actually count those kills and he is 14-2 right now. That would be pretty insane of a start to the map, especially only 2.5 minutes into the map already having 14 kills is insane, and probably the reason that his team is up 1-0. I'm not exactly sure how that works though. But now whatever it's called, device left in the middle of the map, and now moving up this right side of the map towards that A objective is going to be the side of the Goon Squad. Goon Squad getting 3 kills, getting the cap. Revo puts it in 2-2 the score line here, and what a back and forth game. Ball gonna spawn over to, excuse me, towards this roof side of the map. Hoffy gonna stop that push coming in from Revo, trying to slow the bleeding here, trying to get a little bit of map control back for the side of the Masturbators. Masturbators now have that bomb. Moving up this right side of the map, they're getting really close towards that A objective. Gonna have to win some gunfights, though. They find the first. Nick is here to try to reply. Can he find the kills? No. Tink with the nade, and Yerm with the ball. Just needs to get pushed up here. His teammates playing blocker, but he's gonna actually just rethink this, rewrap it around to the other side, and now that's gonna be Yerm going towards that mid-cut, wrapping it back towards A, and this play may not be the smartest because now he's left all alone in a 1v1 with the pistol up against Lonely. Now Lonely with the help from Parker. That ball now going to switch possessions into the hands of Parker, who's got the pistol out, winning gunfights on to Big Tink. Nick with the follow-up. Can they get this capture in and extend their lead now? Finally take this map 3 over, as so far it has been well, it's been a tie for a while, but the only team to lead this map so far has been the Masturbators, and now they're going to do it again. HLG with his second score, a very quick push up that B side of the map, gonna get the cap in onto the Goon Squad, and wow, I mean, just kills going back and forth. It doesn't seem like they can lose a gunfight right now. We may be seeing a map number 4. And this right here is one reason I don't like Overload. Because right now, let's just say that these players are on good side. They capture that Overload there, go up 2 scores, but now they have to move over to bad side. They're forced to end the round early and move over to bad side, and if the other team ends up scoring easily on this bad side, they could lose that 2-point lead. I just don't think it's fair for the team winning when they get their good side ended early, and I do think that for the side of the Goon Squad, that they were on the good side in that first half. I mean, they were on the bad side in that first half, so they kind of get lucky there that that first half ends early, as they're only down 2 scores now. Those 2 scores could prove to be very important, because on this good side, if they are able to run the score up, there is nothing that the other team can do. I mean, they just had to get stopped from playing on good side because they were doing it too well, and I just don't think that rule should really be a thing. But let's see if they can hold on to this lead. Still down 2-0 in the series. So they need to play on their P's and Q's here to try and get their way back into this one, as Yerm 22-7. Not even something that was on my radar so far in the map, just because those scores were coming in so quickly at the hands of Hill. And then on top of that, you have the the first half end early, and right now, I mean, it is an insane game if you're Yerm. 22-8 to start this one. Let's hop on board with him and see how he's doing. And actually, let's hop on board with the Masturbators and see how their listening sounds, as they are up 4-2 in this Overload.
You want me dead?
Nice shit on Nick.
Okay.
That's 3.
West guy's on me. Left guy, Lonely's right. That's 4. That's 4.
I'm pushing through A.
Go right. Yeah, go right.
I got out. Good shit.
Nick, you're dead. That's
nice.
2. Yo, I have one stunned.
I'm
trying to work through mid. I'm trying to work through mid.
He's one shot. I died there. He's one shot though. Nice. Good shit.
I got it.
Nice. All right, yo, we're good. I spawned ball.
All dead. One's little
Good
room.
shit, Huffy.
Lonely, little room. They're probably gonna be 2 or 3 left. 2 or 3 left.
One's P2.
Oh,
Nick, our back. 1 shot. Literal 1. He's healing.
Fine.
All right.
Next turn.
Yo, grab some map control here, boys.
Somebody go right, just in case. Whoever. Oh shit. One more. I think 2 more are on you. 2 more on you. I think there's 1 more. Ball's on you too.
Couch. Came from couch. Couch. In.
Absolute, absolute.
Nick.
He's in that close corner.
He jumped over me. Oh no.
Good two.
One shot. Parker's one shot with ball. He went outer. Nice. Good job, guys. Paralyzed here.
Grab ball.
Let's
Grab ball.
do
We
that.
can wrap
Yeah,
this.
grab that
Loki.
shit.
Cutting mid.
Yeah, I'm going couch.
Two there. Two jumping over.
Oh no, top window, dude. I am
Yo, one more
fucking
pinching you guys.
blind, bro.
I might get that. Yo, Nick is in couches.
Yep, he's right there. Holy fuck.
Oh, dying.
He went towards B. They're taking this
He's
B.
wrapping it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fine, but just counterplay race, reset.
There's three in the B room.
Yeah, they're all there. They're pushing through.
Nice. Alright.
Red couches.
Only dead. One got
Our
ball.
window. Our window and our window
Dead.
and ball.
I'm not gonna make it, Loki.
No, you are.
No, Rebel
Why did
shit
you
on me.
tell that?
Good job.
He's a weirdo for that.
Nice.
One more on me. One more on me.
Nice.
Nice. 3.
Look at your mid.
I'm hitting through mid.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Two here. One shot.
Nothing mid.
Another one outer.
Nice.
One more.
You guys might. Nice. You should be able to cap. It's gonna be close.
No, it's right there.
Damage. Mid and left. Mid. Little room. Nice. Going right. Just play the cutoff. We gotta go quick. Might be behind us. I'm watching it.
Yeah, there's two couches. One
Out
more.
there, yeah. Another one.
Nice. Good job.
Good
Try
shit.
and get that shit away.
One's in
Where do you
close
have-
to you.
One's couches.
One's couches.
I got your help.
Couch is dead.
Front. Yeah, one more. Nice. Good job, guys. Good
Dad.
job. You can run that through. Just try and get that to the outer.
Pushing up P1 dead.
2 mid room. Oh my god.
Good job, guys.
All right, and I mean, an amazing listening there with the side of the masturbators, and I mean, a questionable play. Even the players, kind of talking about it as Revo decides to chow with the ball there instead of just scoring and making it a 1-point game. And I think really after that, the Goon Squad gonna be in desperation mode there. And really just trying to scramble to get a point in and kind of over-challenge. I think if Revo were able to kind of just ignore that chow and get that point in, which I think he would have been able to do if he just slid across there, I think that it would have been a different game there near the end. I think they might have played that a little differently if you're on the side of the Goon Squad, but the Masturbators not going down without a fight. They get their first map of the series, extend us to a map number 4. And I mean, a great map there. I can't even, what was it, 6-3 was the final score, but I mean, it was a pretty good game. Really up until you get that lead there. And you're at that 5-3 lead, you think that the Goon Squad has a chance to come back. Revo pushing up that left side of the map, nearly making it a 1-score game, but that chow there near the end of that ball carry may come back to haunt them, as now there's some life for the Masturbators. The reverse sweep is on the cards. It's not guaranteed yet, still got 2 more maps to go, but this series is not yet over after 3. We will catch you guys shortly with map number 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here with map number 4, our second hardpoint of the series, and there is a dog in the fight. If you are the masturbators, they are here. They have arrived in the series with now a map victory under their belt, but still 2 more to go if they want to take this one home. Revo off to a hot start, a 17-0 lead and holding the spawns. But number 6 here on a clean little pinch, that's Yerm. 2 go down, make that 3. Yerm trying to find the 4th, but Revo holds strong, still holding this point. Gets another kill, playing his life perfectly. Revo not allowing any points, any kind of life to come in for the masturbators. A great start to this map number 4. 40-0 now the score. I mean, they are just running it up on P1, nearly getting a full 60. Finally a semblance of life, but not even going to get any seconds out of it. Make that only 4 on the P1. 43-3 the score after that one. And now the setup for P2. Nick here first, finding the first blood. Spawns in the back though. Gonna come in from the side of the masturbators. Nick trying to do somebody dirty there, not able to finish the kill, but lonely there for the trades. Parker, last man up, breaks the hill, trying to find a second, but HLG gonna stand strong. Finally a semblance of control, a little room to breathe if you are the side of the masturbators, as, I mean, it has been a trouncing so far. Early goings of this map, and now another 4 dead for the side of the Goon Squad. Goon Squad really having their way so far on this map. It's too early to guarantee that they might win this one, but I mean, so far they are looking solid. Yerm gonna stop the bleeding there just for a second, but that leaves number 5 in Big Tink all alone on New, and Nick is like a shark in water. He smells the blood, he sniffs him out and takes him out. A setup here, another hill, early setup going towards the side of the Goon Squad, and these masturbators gonna have to try and change that. Gonna have to try and get to these hills a little earlier if they want a chance in this game. HLG though, with the first kill on the break. Hoffy following it up through that dojo area, earns his team the dojo spawns, and now a natural pinch coming in. Can they find the kills? 2 go down though on both teams, but Lonely is here. He's the man, and Revo following that kill up. Another hold if you are the Goon Squad. So far this hardpoint looking dominant and comfortable if you are the side of the Goon Squad. I mean, still going. Parker finds himself another kill. This hill still not being broken, and after 3 hills, it is already a 60-point lead in favor of the Goon Squad. Only 50 actually right now. I apologize, I miscounted that, but encroaching up here on 60 points as they are only 1 second away from a 60-point lead by the end of that one. Early setup though, finally to the side of the masturbators. After 4 hills, they finally get the memo that these guys are going to be at those new rotations early, and they're going to have to do something about it. But Yerm finding a big kill onto Nick to maintain the hard point, creep back into this one. Only about a 40-point lead now. If you are the Goon Squad, gonna have to try and break this, and now 3 dead. Hoffy last up, gonna lose the gunfight. Spawns gonna be in favor of the Goon Squad now. All of these guys gonna spawn across the map for the Masturbators Hill, trying to get through this backside once again. But now with 18 seconds left, you don't want these spawns, and they do get the break, and they do get the final 15 here, but they are gonna spawn the opponents out towards that old P1 or that new P1 objective. So maybe should have played that one through the front, but either way, they do stop the bleeding. They do get a little bit of time out of it, but now early setup once again to the side of the Goon Squad here, and 2 kills go down early in favor of the Goon Squad as well, but 3 get answered back by the Masturbators, but those 3 did not include Revo, who's now off to a 15-9 start with 1 minute and 9 seconds in Hill, and he is everything for this Goon Squad roster right now, and perhaps the reason they have this 42-point lead and growing, as Nick comes in and says, hey, Revo, I'm the tier 1 here, let me shine, and he's getting a few kills of his own on a 3 streak, trying to find another onto Yerm through the right side, rechows it and takes it, and gonna try and get the shots onto Tink, but not gonna be able to finish that one. Tink a 3-13 start. His team's going to need him to step that up just a little if they want a chance to come back in this map. Again, a 2-1 series lead for the Goon Squad. So if they take this one, they will take the series 3-1. Revo early on P2 finds the first kill, but his teammates not there just yet to get his trades, but they are there in I don't even remember what I was gonna say. In mass or in a group, I don't even know, together for the follow-up, but they don't win those gunfights, and now it's just back and forth, but finally onto the hill is Revo, 18-11, still racking up time on the clock, still about a 50-point lead, and I mean, they've maintained about this 50-point lead for the duration of the game. Hasn't really gone above that, hasn't really gone that far below that, and really, they'd want to try to create a little more separation. They keep letting these guys in the masturbators hang around, and if they keep doing that, there is a chance for a comeback here. It's still on the cards, it's still on the table, especially if you get a player like Tink, who's having a rough one, to just start getting a little more involved in the second half of this map. It can really change the feel and the flow of this game. But Nick, with a big entry early setup on this P4, is going to be to the side of the masturbators, but Yerm not ready for the players to chow out of dojo, and the break is already in. If you are the side of the Goon Squad has been really strong so far on this map. Hafi kind of falls off the map, but luckily gets the mantle right back up, and that's going to be 4 dead, 36 seconds left on this P3, and now if you hold all of this time and you get the flip here, you could be looking at stealing this win right from underneath the feet of the Goon Squad. The masturbators really trying to make that happen. Revo doesn't want that to occur, though. A 3-piece from Revo before Hill finally takes him out, but Nick is there for the trade. Gonna nade himself, though, so unfortunately, and he does a little head shake for that one. He knows a little bit of a mistake. I think that he just kind of got unlucky there with the nade sticking to the corner of the wall. Happens to the best of us. Does get taken out there by Hafi late on the rotation. Towards this P4 once again is the Goon Squad. Masturbators with the early setup, but the early break is in for the Masturbators. Gunfights winning all around. Revo's 26-16, almost 27-16, but gets taken out there as Hoppy really trying to keep his team in this one. He's 26-16 as well. Needs his tier 1 teammate, his captain in Yerm, to try and get back involved in that slaying department, as now they're only down 29 points, and I will say slaying heavily in favor of the Masturbators, of the Goon Squad. So if they can really start to find some of these kills, kind of rack some of these gunfights up like they are, a 2-piece from Yerm, 3 dead in the feed, and now only a 10-point game as we rotate over back to this third set of hard points, and now it's anyone's game. But the early setup on P1 once again is going to be to the side of the Goon Squad. The Goon Squad really getting a lot of their time on this P1, and this guy here is the reason why. It's Revo. He takes every gunfight he can. He knows how to play his life, constantly moving around that square, making sure he can't get shot in the back, ever aware of the players around him, just trying to maintain some safety there, and really Revo making these plays, it's great, but still only a 21-point lead, 20 seconds left on this hill, and really Goon Squad has still not lost the lead in this game. They have led this game since the starting bell, but they've let this other team in the Masturbators hang around for so long that this one's going to come down to the wire. They've just played with their food for far too long, and now gonna have to have a big break on P2 if they want to close the map and the series out. It may be a comeback. Don't call it one just yet if you're the Masturbators, but Hafi says that I think that's what it's gonna be. He's trying to chow out. He's taking all the gunfights, almost finding 2. Revo, though, clutches up. The break is in. 220 to 215. 37 seconds left on this P1. Both teams could still win it here with a solid hold. So now both of them fighting tooth and nail. Yerm through the mid door, not going to find any, but his teammates do. 24 seconds left. They can win this as long as no contestant comes in. So that's why number one in Revo going to try and get involved. The lead finally in the hands of the Masturbators, but now neither team can win it here. It's all going to come down to the P3, and now who's going to get there first? It'll be a foot race. Number one spawns right behind two players from the Masturbators. He gets the first. That's Hill. He's going to find the second on the Big Tank. He chokes the kill, but they have the information. Hoppy through the mid. He loses the gunfight, and now only 6 seconds to win, but the setup to the side of the Goon Squad. Back and forth this game goes. And gunfights going down, trades going down. Yerm calls in the streak, but I think somebody shot it out of the air, or he made a mistake. Something happened where that streak did not end up coming down. The contestant is in. The play is in. Kills are in. Nick, though, with a two-piece, lonely trying to follow it up. Nick, the last one left. Can he find the fourth? Can he be the savior? Fighting back and forth with Hill, just not letting it happen, but finally he gets taken out. This game coming down to the wire, and it's gonna be the Masturbators extending to a map 5. And wow. And it looks like there was maybe a spawn delay issue in the game, unfortunately, but it did affect both teams. Unfortunate that it happens. But big game out of Hoffy, keeping his squad in this one. And for some reason... Oh. Wrong screen. Let's go ahead and get back to the maps and modes. And I mean, wow, what a map. What a map. I don't even remember what the score was after that one. I mean, 250 to 239 or something. I don't even know. Wow. I mean, I did not think it was going to come down to that. The entire map, it looked like the Goon Squad was going to run away with it, and they just never did. The Masturbators were able to just always break for that last 15 seconds and just slightly stop the bleeding to keep themselves in that game. And eventually, they found their hold. They found the kills they needed, and they got themselves back into this one. 234, thank you. Shout out Jimply in the chat. And whoever said, hopefully somebody else ended up responding. But if you said how to get into this league, how to get a hold of this league, you should be able to find FT_COD League on Twitter. That's going to be our Twitter handle, and it should have a link to the Discord in the bio. If not, you should be able to scroll through and find a link to the Discord. If not, hopefully one of my friends in the league can drop a link to the Discord down in chat, so anybody interested in joining can go ahead and hop on in there. You won't be able to join for Major 1, but we will have signups for Major 2 opening shortly after Major 1 ends. Major 1 going all the way to the end of December and into the early days of January, and then that Major 1 tournament going to be January 4th and 5th, I think. Correct me in chat if I'm wrong, but I do think that Major 1 tournament the weekend of the 5th. I know the 5th for sure. I'm not sure about the 4th. And we're going to have a map reset, maybe a little bit of a technical difficulty here for the teams. And yeah, I mean, just crazy. I couldn't tell you which team I preferred to win this coming into this, but man, I mean, those first two maps looked dominant from the Goon Squad. Everybody in chat, you just tell me if you expected any fight from the Masturbators after that second map, because I did not, and we are here in the map 5 now. Discord link invalid in Twitter bio. let me try and see if I can find the link for you because it looks like nobody else is dropping it down here. I'm gonna try and make sure somebody sets up a command in chat, if we can. And I'm gonna put it in our admin chat right now, Jimply. We need a Discord command in chat. There we go. So the league has been notified, Jimply. I hope that's your name, Jimply. I hope I'm not reading that incorrectly. Oh, Jimpy. There's no L. Jimpy. My bad, Jimpy. Oh, Novo got it. Pasted for you. Nice. Let's go, Novo. But wow, what an intense map 4. This has been a crazy series. I mean, Jesus. What an enjoyable series so far. And I've casted 2 series now, and I think both of them, the team started down 0-2 and ended up winning 2 straight. I don't remember if there was a reverse sweep in my last series or if another team, or if the team denied it. I know that when I played, we got denied the reverse sweep, dude. That sucked. Really, we should have won the map too, and won it 3-1, but you know, made some mistakes. I also would like to clarify, well, never mind. Doesn't matter. The Denver Broncos are 12-2. Just wanted to put that out there. I remember in the early beginnings of the season, conversations with Smiles was saying, I said, there's a likelihood the Broncos are 10-2 going into the bye week, and I was half joking, and Smiles told me I was in La La Land, and now here we are, 12-2. Yeah, and we got a vote going in chat on who we think's gonna win, and I'm actually not sure who I think is gonna win. I have no clue who I think is gonna win this one. Big Tink locked in for this S&D. Let's see if he can get locked in. $30K channel points on the Goon Squad. And I mean, after the map number 2, that's not a bad bet. Not a great S&D for the masturbators, but you got to think they've woken up in this series already. A map 5 victory. I think they had a map 5 victory against Canines earlier, correct? I could be wrong about that. Or no, maybe that was a 3-0. I don't remember, to be honest. 3-0, yeah. The Broncos were on during that match. I didn't catch all of it. Nick ain't losing this S&D. I mean, I would tend to agree. I mean, when you look at track records, you look at tier 1s, and I mean, Nick is definitely one of those tier 1s where you're like, he loves the clutch, he loves the pressure, but you don't know what to expect from Yerm yet, early into his captaincy, so to speak. So maybe Yerm is a dog in these clutch situations. I mean, down 0-2, and they've come back to fight. Now, I will say Hoffy, the main reason for that one, especially in that Den hardpoint, Hoffy, I think 36-22. So you need Hoffy here in the map number 5. I think Hoffy did struggle in that map number 2, if I do remember right. With a 1-6 start, I think it was. I'm not sure how he ended up, but gonna need better from him here in the map 5. He was a big part of that map 4 victory. And so you also want Yerm to step it up. He was part of that comeback in that map number 4. However, the slow start may have been the reason they needed that comeback. So you don't want him to have another slow start here if you're Yerm. As we are getting loaded in to the final match of the night, the final map of the night, I apologize. 4 matches up, 4 matches down, and this one going the distance. Map number 5 on Raid, about to begin between the Goon Squad and the Masturbators. And I mean, everybody in chat, we have the bets in. Let's see who's going to win this one. As we get underway, a quick A push here for the side of the Masturbators. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I'm not muted. Making sure I wasn't muted. But a very quick push. Revo with a 2-piece gets the first 2 kills of the map with the first blood, and now a plant going down. It's going to be a 2v4 retake as I think it was Yerm got shots on the Parker with that bomb, but had to back down as Nick return some fire. And I mean, it's about all but over now, and there you go. Gonna have to wait for this first round to end, but a very aggressive first round from the side of the Goon Squad. They're showing that they're not timid here. After losing 2 straight, after being up 2-0 in the series, you expect some teams to kind of fold, to kind of crumble after losing a 2-0 series lead like that. But the Goon Squad trying to show that they are not fazed by it. They are ready to come out here and win this map 5 and show that they should have ended this series in 3. And I apologize if there is no delay on. I'm sorry, because there's usually a delay on my computer, and I am on my laptop, so there might not be a delay on. So I do apologize, hopefully, and I don't think either of these teams are gonna. I know, you know, none of those players over on the Goon Squad are going to take that to their advantage. I know Hoffy, Hill, and Tink aren't. The only player in this lobby I actually don't know is Yerm, and I doubt that he is that kind of person. He seems very cool from the interactions I've had with him, so we should be all good on that. I do apologize, and I will fix that in the future if that's the case. But now a 2-2 round here. Hoffy and Hill versus Revo and Parker. And Parker on the pinch here, right behind 2. Neither of them aware of it. And Parker maybe taking too much time, because if he just straight up followed the route that those players ran, would have been able to find the kills a little bit easier. But he does end up closing it out. A 2-0 lead here in the map number 5. And yeah, that is a good call, Janzi, because that is something that I will need to fix before the next match. Because don't want to have to try to put that kind of trust in everybody. I do trust these players here in this lobby, but you know, not everybody is quite as honorable. Although I'm sure we got some other good guys here in the Family Ties League. But yeah, so far 2-0 lead to the side of the Goon Squad, but Yerm wants that to end finally with the 2-piece on to Nick, on to Parker, hopping on board with him. And I mean, right now, tough sledding if you're Revo, and if you're lonely, Revo gets taken out by Yerm as well. And I mean, just gonna be lighting these guys up, still trying to maintain. And Lonely just gonna get trapped up here. Finally gets taken out. Yerm with the ace there in round number 3 to give his team some life in this map number 5. And like I said, he's the one you're going to look at to want to try and carry his team to this victory as that captain. And like I said, can't have the slow start that he did in map number 4, and so far he hasn't, as he does get the ace there. Extends himself up to 4-2 on the scoreboard. I think he got a kill in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the only player on his team to find one in that round, and so I think he is 5-2 maybe right now. So good start to the map from him, and like I said, gonna need that if you're Yerm. Getting aggressive up this side of the map is Yerm. It's actually gonna be right behind number 1. That's Parker. Parker gonna sniff it out, finds one, but gets instantly traded. So a 3v3 retake. Number 3 in Lonely gonna be the first up here. Finds the gunfight on to Big Tink, and now chowing on to Hoffy. Hoffy does reply with a sniper, big sniper kill, watching over this pool side of the map, but his teammate in HLG with the overchow on to Nyx, and now he's stuck all alone with the snipe up in this top window. Tries to get the snipe onto the bomb, keeping them from defusing it, and he is able to just long enough, and now trying to get him off of it, and he does. A big win from Hoffy in the 1v3 to keep the bomb from getting defused. Gets his teammate Tink the kill as well, and wow, a misplay there. If you're the side of the Goon Squad, I mean, you know he has a sniper. It's a 2v1. You just got to run at him there, get that kill, and confirm the round, and I think they just played that a little too timid. Lonely trying to go up on the pinch. He gets some shots in, and then he heals and doesn't really rechow, and I would have liked to see him either rechow that or have Nick hop up in the window, something, just chow them together, get the trade, and get the bomb defused, but instead they kind of allowed the time to work in Hoffy's favor there. And now, after a 2-0 lead in the series, the Masturbators tie it 2-2, and now a 2-0 lead in the map 5. The Masturbators once again gonna tie it 2-2. Lonely with that bomb, takes some shots from mid, but he's gonna get it down anyways. Does ignore that, and I mean, kills going back and forth, but 2 are gonna fall for the side of the Masturbators. Now it's all up to Big Tink, the Goon Squad, trying to take the lead back in this search and destroy. Finally, a comfortable offense. They are scamming my channel points. Run at him. Yeah, definitely a weird play there. Knowing that he has the sniper, I just don't understand why. You know, if both of you run at him, he can only shoot the sniper once. You know, after he gets those shots on the Lonely with the pistol, you know he has to reload the pistol. I would just take that chow, personally. Not sure why with the hesitation, but they will take the lead 3-2 and looking at trying to win this series. But like I said, they were up 2-0. Now it's only 3-2. In that second hard point, they were up for a majority of the game and kept letting this Masturbator squad hang around, and so the Goon Squad really can't let that happen. But I mean, here it is again. A great offensive round for the Masturbators. Nick, though, a clean jump snipe to make it a 2v3 and try to get his team back in this round. Gets the spot on the Yerm towards that outer right side. This bomb is going to go down, and his teammate in Parker through the mid finds a kill on the Tink and evens things up, and they know where this player in Yerm is, and this is the same thing that I would like to see them do, that I wanted them to do in that last round. They know where Yerm is. They need to try to isolate him and find this kill and make it a 2v1, but instead they're playing it a little slow, but the timing works in Nick's favor, but he's not going to win the gunfight. But the trade in for Parker. Hoffy versus Parker. 19 seconds left, though. Parker not going to have the time, the luxury to play his life there. Just needs to find this chow and playing it just a little too slowly. So not going to be able to get the defuse, even if he is able to find this kill here on to Hoffy. And he is. But the round once again going in favor of the Masturbators. 3-3 here in the map number 5. Are we going to a round 11? Game 5, round 11 would happen to be the case. just for all of our sake, the 9:30 match would be the one to go to map 5, round 11. We love that, don't we, everybody? And I don't mind it. I'm fine. I didn't cast any of those previous matches. This was my first of the night, so I'm fresh. But yeah, I'm sure everybody here watching has been here for a while watching all of these Family Ties matches. It is great that we got so many in one night, none of them overlapping. I do appreciate the Gizmos, Good Boys, and the Grim Reapers for rescheduling on behalf of the league, just so that we didn't have overlapping matches. So shout out to both of those two teams for being accommodating. We appreciate that. But quickly, a 2v3, make it a 1v3 for Hoffy in this round number 7. Hoffy finds the first gunfight, but not gonna find the kill, and another slight edge to the side of the Goon Squad. Eight and 2 start for Parker. And you want him to keep this up if you want to win this map. 7 rounds into it. And I agree with Uno in the chat. Really don't know. Can't tell who's going to end up taking this one. Parker. Going to be first one up here at this objective. He's on a 6 streak, by the way. Brothers combining for an 8 streak right now, putting the team on their back, but Lonely and Revo also forces to be reckoned with. Can they try to extend this lead to 5-3? Hoffy on the pinch, a quick pinch, but Nick was able to get the timing. He checks it just in time to find the kill. Revo getting aggressive through this mid-map area, finds the gunfight, finds the kill. Aggressive plays from the Goon Squad. 5-3 the lead. Do we see the 5-3 curse, or do they close it out here? I mean, listen, if there was a time for a 5-3 curse, it would be in a reverse sweep situation. So, Masturbators, can they do it? Can they get the 5-3 curse to activate here? HLG, a 1-6 map number 5. Gonna need more from him here if that's gonna be, or if that's gonna change. I'm sorry, I am just out of it. They're gonna need that to change if they want the victory here. I apologize, but Lonely with the first blood, and now a 3v4 very quickly for the side of the Masturbators. HLG, though, very nice pinch, gets the spot onto the bomb carrier, but for some reason doesn't believe that that's his leg, but he finds the kill anyways. And now a 1v3 for Nick, finds the first onto Yerm, but Hoffy with the nice shots through that laundry area. HLG, the playmaker in that round, he hits the quick pinch, he gets the kills. Big gunfight wins to extend this to a round number 10. One more to make it the game 5, round 11. And I just want it at this point. If this ends here, it would be shitty and anticlimactic. So we need a round 11. I don't care which of these two teams wins this game, but we've come this far. I've casted for this long. We need a round 11. A round 10 would just be shitty. And it looks like an aggressive B hit here for the side of the Masturbators. Hasn't happened really yet in this map. These teams have done a slow B push. These teams have done a fast A push, but no team has done this quick of a B push here. But Tink in a precarious position on these steps, and I don't like that play, just standing there with the bomb, and now gonna be in a precarious position for his team to try to regain a 3v4 with the bomb down on the round. Is gonna be a tough position as Parker on a 10-3 hot streak. Nick following him up at 8-5, as well as Revo. So, I mean, gonna have to find a kill here to try and even things up. They get the wrap towards that A site, but listen, no bomb, no money here. You got to get these kills. You got to get control of those pool steps back. And now this deep pinch may be the answer, but no, Parker is tucked, ready for it, and Hoppy does get taken out. Yerm all up to him in the 1v4. He's had 1 4-kill round in this game so far, but only 19 seconds to do it. The two-piece there would have made it possible, but no. It is going to be a 6-4 victory, a 3-2 reverse sweep denial. If you are the Goon Squad, Parker, 12-3, turning up in the map 5 for his team, giving them the chance that they need to close out that series. And a great series from him, an amazing series from Nick, Revo as well, Lonely, showing out in all the maps except for that map 5, to be honest. And I mean, he didn't even do poorly. Got 4 kills on the map. But he did enough to help his team get the victory. So Lonely, a great debut in the Family Ties COD League. But the reverse sweep, it was conjured up and it was countered by the Goon Squad, a 6-4 victory in the map number 5 as they escape the series. Clay, if you're waiting to screenshot this, now it's ready for you. You can screenshot it now for the Twitter there. But I hope everybody enjoyed this production of the Family Ties COD League. Let's actually, before I close this out, let's go get in this chat and do the post-match interview with the Goon Squad. All right, Goon Squad, give me 1 second here. Oh. All right, Goon Squad. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Input. Okay, I think you guys can hear me. Okay, nice. So post-game interview. Hold on, the stream cannot hear you yet. So give me 1 second. Why is it doing this? All right. All right, now the stream can hear you. How do you guys feel after that victory?
Feeling good. We're feeling good.
My headset just unplugged in the whole thing. That was insane.
No, that was good. By the way, did you realize that
fall
the
is a
rules
real
were
thing.
Did I realize what?
The map 4 hardpoint, the delay rules were messed up. We respawned with like 2 seconds, and then the next life you'll respawn after like 10
it's
seconds.
glitch.
Oh yeah, I heard you
It was
guys
like a
saying
glitch.
that after the map. During the map, because the map was so close, I didn't even notice it because I was just like, "Oh, this is crazy." But
Yeah.
but yeah, I heard you guys talking about it after the map. That sucks.
Yeah, no, it's all good. That's not why we lost. It's just that sucks.
Yeah, it was just a little weird, the game acting up. But I want to get some questions in. So a 2-0 lead, 2 really dominant maps to start this series, and then you kind of get punched in the mouth in the map 3, a little close, tight one in the map 4. So how did you guys feel going into that map 5?
Oh, we had that shit.
Got that.
Oh, we had that shit.
We
just
felt confident.
completely sold the map 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
mean,
we were feeling good.
you always got to feel confident, and you always, when you lose those close ones, you always think, we should have had that one. But after those first 2 maps, going into that map 3,
Trust me.
going into that
Also,
map
go
number
ahead.
3, how did you feel about your opponents? Like, were you thinking like, oh, they're just not giving us anything, or did you think, oh, well, they're shooting back, we're just playing well? I don't know, like. How did it
I
kind
have
of
never
feel?
played Overload, so that was my first game of Overload. So I
all
was
of them
getting
were
fucking
shooting.
slammed. Yeah,
Yerm
Yeah.
and Hoppy are
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
man.
played it.
they're all
Yeah.
shooting.
I thought the first 2 maps, Yerm and Huffy weren't playing up to their potential. It was just a matter of time of when they would kick it into gear.
Mhm.
Going into map 5, I was just telling my team, I was like, as long as I don't drop a 0.4, like I probably have the whole series, we should be all right. Because I was getting absolutely choke slammed by those guys.
Yeah, and I mean, I was listening with you guys to close out the map 1. I was trying to get the winning comms, and I did hear you a little disappointed in your performance, and I noted during that, I said, you got Paul a little annoyed with his performance, and you think if he steps it up, they're going to be even more dominant. But then
Yeah.
the Masturbators
I love
came
my
back
team.
just a little bit, but you guys were able to close that out.
Yeah, I mean, my teammates were really good. Shout out to Jordan Lonely.
Yeah, great debut from
Oh.
Lonely. How did you feel during that match, Lonely?
There was butterflies in my stomach the whole time. First time ever playing. Don't want to fuck up, you know.
And he got
Yeah.
a grueler first
Well,
series.
You got a fucking ruler.
I
Yeah.
I just also want to add that our opponent tried to sabotage this man last night.
That is
Yeah.
true. Can we get a hit out on HLGs? This man
Yeah.
was feeding our teammate drinks before his
His
FP
debut.
debut.
oh
Yeah.
man, HLG
All right.
a little bit
Didn't
of
have to have
No
any
tampering,
teammates,
convincing.
yeah.
There was no
Deflategate
convincing.
HLG edition.
Yeah. But no, thank you guys so much. Also, we, yeah, thank you so much, Sketchy. Also,
Beach.
but also Sketchy and everybody that's in the stream, everybody today went great. Also, I've been getting Discord updates all day. All the people that are coming from Twitch saying, "How do I play in this? How do I get in? What's the Discord?" Absolutely, thank you guys so much for having some interest in seeing what we do here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, every time that I've been on to cast and every time that I've been in the stream just watching, I've seen somebody type in the chat, "Hey, how do I get involved?" I think we've been getting a lot of interest since the league has
Yep.
started this year, so it's been great.
Yeah, I was really glad we got the other division started today as well. I think it went well. I'm looking forward to the matches this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, that's gonna be it for us. That's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation of the Family Ties COD League. Thank you.